Okay. So, we're now in the recruitment phase. We're starting out the perm process. We are going to we've spoken with the HR manager, we've spoken with the employee, we've spoken with the immigration specialist, and we are ready to roll here. We're starting the recruitment campaign. And the person calls in and speaks to Jen Pack. Jen, what type of recruitment is required for the perm process?
The last required recruitment step is 2 Sunday advertisements in a newspaper of general circulation in the area of employment. In the Pittsburgh area, we typically use the Post-Gazette or the Tribune Review. Now, the wage that's being offered to the foreign national as part of the green card process must only be included in the internal posting, and that's the document that you hang on the bulletin board.
So, Jen, putting all that together, what is if we would have a sort of a standard 3 options, what do we typically use as our 3 other recruitment sources?
Most of the time it would be the newspaper's website when it's posted there in conjunction with the physical print ad, a local newspaper, and employer's website. Those are the ones that I see most often.
Yeah, because our goal here, of course, is to meet the requirements, number 1, but also do so as inexpensively as possible, keeping in mind our goal. And our goal is clearly not to find a qualified and interested U.S. worker. And, you know, that, in a sense, that sounds funny, but it's what we're trying to do here. We are complying with the law fully, but our objective is to get this person a green card and to get through the labor certification process. So certainly we are not going to try to find the place where the applicants are going to be the most numerous. We're going to try to find a place where, again, we're complying with the law and hoping and likely not to find qualified and interested worker applicants. So that's the process that we will go through with you from the beginning on, where Jen or somebody else on our team will go over with you what 3 options are we going to select. Okay, we've selected the options, and now we get resumes back. There's a 30-day window, as I mentioned, where people can apply, and during that period of time, the employer, underline the employer, is required to review those resumes. Unfortunately, although we can help, it is the employer's responsibility to go through these resumes. So, Jen Barton, since you do this a lot, what exactly is the employer's obligation?
The employer is obligated to review all the resumes that are received in response to all the ads, the internal postings, the online listings, and what we do is we provide a chart. The chart has all of the stated minimum requirements that we've shown to the Department of Labor, so that's what we're going to require for the position. We have everybody check off, show what qualifications the client or the employee does have or doesn't have, the applicant has or doesn't have, and whether they're interested or not interested in the position. And what we mean by if they're interested, if they don't like the salary, if they don't like the work location, they're not interested. Or if they just don't like the job itself, they're not interested. Those are ways we can disqualify them, get them out of the market, and focus on the ones who might be more qualified. If it gets to the point where somebody's looking like they're very qualified, we ask them to have the manager of that specific position step in and go over the qualifications with them. If necessary, schedule an interview, go through the whole process to find a legal basis to disqualify them for this particular position. In most cases, that doesn't seem to be a problem.
So Jen, I have a question for you. I'm the HR person and I get all these resumes. I get 50 resumes. My God, this is the last thing I want to do is interview these 50 people. Does the law require that I actually interview each and every candidate?
You don't have to interview each and every candidate. If you can tell by the face of the resume that they are clearly not qualified, you can eliminate them.